Good afternoon, Eamon here. It's Saturday the 18th of January, and to bring you up to speed of what's happening on Ashdown Farm out here in the calving and the young calves. So we've one black calf has just come out there, and I'll just show you we have around I think 30 cows calved in the first 11 days of calving. Very good. And there's some of our black Anguses, and that one over there is a heifer and more black Anguses, and that's a Frisian bull. And we have more calves out there, and I'll show you in a moment where in a few minutes on the video the new pens that we done for the heifer calves. So we'll have a look at those in a minute. Okay, where are we? We have about 30 calves so far, or I think 31 or 2 I think at this stage, and they're doing very well. We have 13 or 14 Frisian heifers with a good few sex semen, and now I think most of the sex ones are gone, are all calves. So now we're into whatever left to calve, the Frisians. I think it's about 7 or 8 or maybe even less at this stage, and then all the rest is beef. So all we need is another 2 or 3 heifers, and we're happy, and we're very confident that we get that. Now, one just calved a few minutes ago. That's first time heifer with a lovely red bull calf. We're expecting to get a heifer of her with a red Frisian. Her grandmother was a red Frisian, and I think the bull is a red Frisian bull as well. But yeah, he's there drinking away. That is another red Frisian there out of a Jersey cow over there. And that's one of our smallest cows that we have. It's one of our Jerseys. A very good milk, a very good fat and protein. And there's one of our old red cows. Not old, she's only one of our red cows as well, a Frisian cow. She's very much into Holstein. We're trying to get away from that sharpness in the cows which we have. And that's her calf there, is a Salar calf, bull calf. Is it bull? No, I think it's a heifer calf, sorry. Heifer. You're losing track of what they are. That's a very kind of a big raw type of cow which we're breeding. That's why we did not put herring calf to a Frisian, because she's too Holstein-y, and our fat and protein is not good enough, and our EBI is not good enough. So we're breeding a more blockier cow at the minute, like that one over there. I think it's 5 calves as well. That's a heifer calf over there as well. So I think that's our 14th heifer calf there. And a little new lad is there just starting to drink. Look how quick, he's only born a few minutes, and you see him getting the teeth. And look at that, sucking away great, and great to see that. And if the camera was good, or the sound was good enough, you could nearly pick him up sucking. You could hear the sound of him sucking away, and the tongue there wrapped around. I won't go in any closer because I'll upset them, but I'll try to stretch in as much as you can see. The tongue wrapped around the teeth, and you hear him drinking away. It's in nature, unbelievable. That's what you'd like to see. So, as I say, we have lost a couple of calves so far, but you'll always do that. I have them there with the feeder, and they come outside there, out that little bit there, and we clean that out every day, and then they go back in and lie in the calf there in the bed at least once or twice a day, depending on how many of them are in at any one time. I hadn't on the video for a little while. I was very busy, and with a lot of late nights and that, and yeah, I just felt a bit tired and didn't probably get on as much as as I should have. I'll walk around now to the other yard. I'll go through and go 2 ways. At the minute we have the milking cows divided in 2. We have first milk went this morning of 2025. I think we started in on Thursday and Friday's milk or whatever, and it was collected this morning. And we have all the cows over on this shed over here that they can go straight into the tank. And then the cows that just freshly calved, we put them down the far side here. So that when we're milking all these cows, it's anything that's milking here, it goes straight into the tank, and then you're not coming in higgledy-pickledy and that you're worried about letting in a cow with antibiotics. So we keep them out separately and we milk those, the last ones, and that milk is all going for to feed the cows. I put in a lot of silage here today. There's a little bit of plastic coming in from the walls, but we'll pick that up afterwards. The reason is that I'm away tomorrow. I'm here in the morning, but I have to go to Dublin tomorrow to Fianna Fáil Ardèche, so I'm heading up to that tomorrow. So I want to try to get silage in so that we don't have to take the pressure off Kenneth. So I'll come out in the morning and do the cubicles. My job is doing putting in the silage and doing the cubicles and the bedding of the calves and all that sort of thing, and Kenneth is milking and calving and doing all that and helping out me as well. So, but mainly he's doing all the milking, and he's younger and he's a fresher brain, and he's able to handle the heifers better. But any of them that he wants a helping hand, I'm just around the yard. He just give me a holler and I go in and help him out with the heifers. But so far the heifers has been quite good. One or two of them we have stand with them for a few minutes, and then they are quite quiet, and that is sometimes it can be a little bit hard to get to the parlour. I think the problem, is it a problem? It's not a problem. Our heifers are very quiet because they're being moved all the time. They're bucket fed and all the rest, and they're nearly too quiet. And they'll stand there, and even by tipping them with a stick, they don't want to move on, and you don't like hitting them too much either, and you try just to coax them into the parlour the best you can. So yeah, I'll bring you around now to the shed. It is not finished. We have calves in it nevertheless, and we got on reasonably quite well with it. We did it all day before Christmas, and got the blocking done, and we got the sheeting on it as well. So it'll be a lovely shed when it's finished. And next summer now, when we plaster the walls, you see there now, that's the old hay shed with the brick walls. That's my building of the bricks, so I don't want the experts coming back and telling me that I'm not to stay milking the cows. I'm not a very good brickie. But look, I'm not very good. But look, it'll do. It's straight, and I don't think it'll fall. And when we plaster it and all, it'll be grand, and we'll paint that shed. That's the old galvanised that was on the hay shed before this. So yeah, it's and we put that wall along there. Now we have closing that section yet. We're not sure. We're going to go a bit higher with the blocks up there, or what we're going to do. So we finished at that level, so we'll see. We might go up higher with the blocks or come down with the galvanized. I'm not exactly sure. So now here, this is our first pen. That's a cemented floor in it, black walls. There, these are all the heifer calves in there. There's 9 or 10 heifer calves there, 9 there, and I said they all have lovely blankets in it. We put the bale there to block the breeze. If it was a cold weather or too much, we might have put another half a bale there as well and block that space around there, and maybe even put that bale up higher. But I think next summer, rather than having the bale there, I'm going to put that bale there, because you see there the urine is running out under the bale, and that bale could be blocking some of the urine from getting away. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get a sheet of ply, put in a steel frame and hang it there, but maybe do it 1.5 meters high or that, and come out here to the length of a sheet of ply, and put a pin down the ground there, and that you're able to then open it back and put it flat against the wall when you don't want it, and leave a little bit off ground that the urine will run out. So I just see that there now, but it's doing well. The bottom of the bale will get wet. That's the only issue. There's our heifer calves. We like keeping the jackets on them, and they'll be on for another, probably, look, if the weather is good when they get to about 3 weeks old, we normally take them off, because they get big and they get sweaty and all the rest, and you don't want to leave them on too long or they become too dependent on it. So that's our shed there. We have to put water into it yet, and we have to put lights in it. And we also have to take out some of these bars out of the gates here. This gate is too high for lifting up the milk, and we have to cut out one of the bars out of it so it'll be easier. Cut that bar out of it, and we'll hang the drinker. We'll hang the drinker on that one there. Okay. And these are 3 Anguses that we found there yesterday, and there's another 6 to join them tomorrow. And we hope to have all the heifer calves here, maybe either 12 or 14 heifer calves here, or maybe even 15 heifer calves in this pen. I think it's big enough to cope with them all. And then the beef there, as you said, we're held, as I said to you already, we're held up with TB, and we have to keep all the beef calves. But you have to keep them anyways for 3 weeks anyways. You can't sell them until they're at least 3 to 4 weeks old. And we'll do a test on the 10th of February. So hopefully we're clear. So we have to, it's as I say, it's not finished, but it's workable and it's usable, and we can use it this year. And yeah, we'll finish it off next summer. But I'm very happy to get this far done, and we've done most with myself and Kenneth. And got a little hand there with Mark and Matthew Callahan, which is absolutely brilliant. They came down a couple of days, was it just before Christmas? Or was it after? Oh yeah, a couple of days before Christmas, and they put the sheeting on it, which is brilliant. Absolutely, really appreciate that help with Mark and Matthew. They're very good help to us. And Mark buys a lot of the calves off us for a beef farmer. So yeah, it's good to have good friends and neighbours and people that helps you out, especially when you're in a hobble. Now we also here have to put more cement outside, and we have to put a shore down along there, and at the end of that, out there at the end of the hay shed, we have to put a tank so that the urine and any effluent coming out of the shed will put down there and get caught, so that's not causing any pollution. So that's where we are with our cows at the minute. So we've a good little bit to do with the shed next summer, but as I say, we're very happy to have it this far. And this shed next door, we're going to do that up as well for a store, for storing farm supplies such as lime and calf nuts and milk replacement and all that. And that, so we'll have electricity and water, and we'll have the effluent as well, and we'll probably convert maybe do that shed as well, that hay shed, put a wall around the end of it and a wall around the front of it, and yeah, and make a bigger yard out there. So we'll have to make a bigger yard out there, so we'll have that's all work to be done next summer. But as I say, it's great to get that far. That's where we are. And again, thanks to everybody that supports my YouTube channels. And just before I go, look across the fields are beginning to get green. There's a good bit of grass on them, and if this weather continues, we'll have a nice bit of grass on the farm for the cows going out around the 15th to 20th of February. So that's probably this day month we'll be looking at letting the cows out, so you don't find the time flying. So that's aiming here, saying to everybody, wish you all a very happy new year. Looking forward to working with you over the coming year with my YouTube channels, and and thanks to everybody that supports, subscribes and comments on my channel. So look, I'm looking forward to your comments. Thank you very much, and a very happy new year.